my YouTube channel. My name is Linda. For the guys that have already subscribed, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. If you are new, please go ahead and subscribe. I'm sure I will make your stay here worthwhile. All right. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can make money online. I know a lot of people have just been, anxious about the lockdowns, the pandemic. A lot of us have had our 8 to 5 jobs being threatened, by the lockdown. And you've just been asking yourself how you can get out there and make, an extra income for yourself. So today, I bring you some 4 interesting skills that you can actually take advantage of and be able to get an extra income for yourself. So you can start a service-based online business which requires no capital at all. All right. So how do you choose, the type of business to get into? How do you know that this is good for me and that I'll be able to be, successful in this venture? All right. So the number one thing that I recommend you do is to look at your personality. You know yourself better, right? What are the things that come easily to you? The things that come natural to you. What do people ask you to help them with? What are you good at? Those are some of the points that you can actually start from, and it can help you to make an informed decision on what kind of online business to venture into. What are your past experiences? What are the areas that you've actually ventured into, like maybe on a volunteering basis, your past work experience and things like that? That could be a very good starting point for you. All right. So the very first skill from the research that I've done, that is, showing to be very, very popular these days, is website designing. With a lot of people going digital, the need for companies, big or small, startups, and everything, to have a website has grown exceedingly, in leaps and bounds. Everyone is in need of a website. So if you have got these skills, you'll be able to get yourself some money through website designing. So you need to be a person who is good at time management. You need to be creative. There's so much competition, around website designing. And you obviously need to have good communication skills for you to be able to be successful in that business. And obviously, you need to be a person who enjoys working one-on-one with customers. Remember, we talked about looking at your own personality and seeing, how you can fit these things into this business. So from the research that I've also done, I've noticed that a lot of website designers, they charge anything between $2,000 to about $12,000 depending on the design. It depends with the complexity, all right, of the design that you're working on. That's number one. Number two, you can also be a social media and content manager. All right. 78% of businesses have online presence, that needs managing. And, with all these things that have been happening with the pandemic, not everyone is able to hire an in-house social media manager or a content manager who is based in-house. So a lot of businesses are actually outsourcing this skill. So if you actually have this, you can ride on it. And you need to be, for you to be able to be successful in this kind of business, you need to be a person who stays on top of social media trends. All right. You have to love social media, and you must be able to create content, post articles, publish the content, and above all, you must be able to have the skill of measuring results of content. You have to be analytical when it comes to content, engagement, and things like that. So we're saying you need to be a great writer, a strategic thinker, and, a person who is very good in engaging people. And a lot of social media managers actually charge around $3,000 a month. So you see, it's actually a very viable skill that can get you some extra income. And then we also have the virtual assistant. All right. In this job, you manage behind the scenes aspects of a business. We're talking about customer service, scheduling meetings, sending emails, and things like that. And for you to be successful in this business, you need to be a multitasker, all right? You need to be logical and strategic, all right? Organized. You need to be a problem solver for you to be able to be a very successful virtual assistant. And all these skills that I'm mentioning right now, they hinge on what is currently happening, and this is the direction that business and the economy in general is heading towards. I don't think there is any business really in this day and age that can survive without an online presence, without all these things that I'm mentioning right now. And for virtual assistants, I know a lot of them, they charge $18 per hour, all right? And then last but not least, we have graphic designing. This is embedded in every business that I know of. We're talking about marketing, ebooks, articles. We're talking about designing business cards, logos, branding, ebooks, and so many more. This is a very, very viable area that you can actually specialize in, and you need to be a person who is creative. You need to be a visual storyteller in order to, grab the attention of customers out there. And you also need to be an out-of-the-box thinker. All right. So these are the 4 main skills, that I bring you today. And believe me, from the research that I've done, these are the skills that are hot at the moment, very sought after, and you can make a lot of money for yourself, especially if you're a person who is self-driven, a person who's determined. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to make it out there. So this is what I have for you. There are so many people who are making a living, out of these online businesses, and it's been working out so well for them. I attended a webinar some time ago, and we had a lot of people, like giving testimonials of how their businesses are going based on these 4 skills that I've just given you. And you can also go and do your own research. You can explore more on these areas that I've highlighted. And believe me, you will not be in poverty. You will not be in lack. You'll always have money in your pocket, because in this era that we are in, you really need to think outside the box. You really need to be a person who's versatile. You really need to be a person who is willing to move with the times. There are so many changes that are happening, and a lot of businesses, like I said, are now seeking for online presence. And it's not just being present online, it needs to be managed. I'm sure if you've watched some of my videos, I've talked about how you can retain customers in a pandemic. That's a very, very beneficial video to watch if you're in business. And I've also talked about why customers are leaving. And it was just, like an eye-opener for a lot of people. I got so many comments on that one. People were, sometimes we really have to come out in the open and face the truth, lay it out, and bring people back to the drawing board so that we can get things moving. So if you liked this video, guys, please just go ahead and subscribe. It means so much to me. I appreciate the support for the guys that are still following me from the day that I started. And I'll promise to continue giving you information that gives you value in your life. Videos that can change your life, videos that can actually make an impact in your life. So until then, thank you so much for hanging around. Next time, bye-bye.